welcome back to Classic Modern Gaming. Today, actual gameplay. Yes, I know, finally, right? Okay, so as I mentioned in the last episode, we will be taking a look at Keith Courage and Alpha Zones. And I already talked about, a little bit about this game and how it was a launch title for the TurboGrafx 16. I felt like it was important that you have a reference point of like what the TurboGrafx are launched with, so you can kind of see and maybe from this watch as the games progress as we bounce all over the place. And as a comparison, because this is going to be a double feature, I wanted to show a later title that is also be considered an action platformer to compare it with and just generally show off because I love the game. And that is New Adventure Island. I'm going to hold it in front of the camera a little closer. Maybe see some of the artwork. We'll find out how that looks by me just holding it closer. What can we say about New Adventure Island? Well, if you've never played any of the New Adventure Island series, the first one that I remember playing was on the NES. Adventure Island 1, 2, and 3. And then it went to Super Adventure Island 1 and 2 for the Super Nintendo, and then New Adventure Island for the TurboGrafx and PC Engine. Now, what can we say about New Adventure Island? To sum it up, if you have Mario and Amy from the Sonic the Hedgehog series, it'd be this game. It's true, because we got the precision, time jumping platform action of the Mario series to the forward momentum of the Sonic series. Now, Sonic, the early titles had a timer. This has a timer, but not exactly a timer. Okay, I'll explain. Hudson Soft made this game. Boy, oh boy, gotta love Hudson Soft. I mean, if you see Hudson Soft on the TurboGrafx or PC Engine, 9 times out of 10 is a great game. So, just saying. This is no exception. This game is a blast. So, it has a health bar that constantly drops. It doesn't have a timer, but it has a timer. Okay. So, but you can refill your health bar by collecting fruit. Now, fruit pops up as you're going along in the level, and after a few seconds, it will disappear. But by collecting the fruit, extends the life bar back. It keeps you going. If you don't collect the fruit, if you don't move quick enough, you'll die. All the enemies you hit, all but one that I can remember, one hit, you die. So it is a challenging game. It is one of those games where, you have to remember the enemy placement, when to jump, when not to jump. For example, the frogs. Green frogs, you want to jump over. Purple frogs, you run like you're going to ram into them and they'll leap over you. Stuff like that. So we've got enemy placement and patterns. And the time jumping and the momentum, it's just an absolute blast to play. It's almost like you're playing like a speed run. It's so much fun. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. The TurboGrafx version is wildly expensive, so if you can get the PC Engine version or however you can get your hands on it, I totally recommend it. And this will be on the TurboGrafx PC Engine Mini released later on, so that's another great way to try it out. Love this game. First game I bought, first game I finished. Highly, highly recommend it. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into the gameplay.
Keith Courage and Alpha Zones. Gotta love that music to start here. Well, like as you can see, pretty plain. A little slow going. And all these doors have a little different, basically they're different shops. Here's the Weapon Master. And then the next level, or should I say the next town area, you can buy different weapons, This here, Nurse Nancy. She refill your health. Don't need that right now. Gotta love like the little mole guy there. That was great. See, the enemies are, I said, very cutesy in a sense. You know, I've never used these bombs. It's been so long since I played the game, I honestly don't even remember what they look like. Check this out. Here's the rainbow I was talking about in the last video. Oh yeah. See speed changes. Basically, it's just much cooler to look at. Almost like the more detailed, honestly. I think the game would have fared better if it was more of this. Now, obviously, if you haven't noticed, these enemies are nuts. You'll get a better look at one of those pistol guys. There's one. I mean, come on. What drugs were they doing to think of something like that kind of design? I mean, he's got shades on. I don't know. Obviously, hearts refill your heart, your life. You can take multiple hits before you actually lose a heart, so it's pretty forgiving in that sense. The game's not bad. It's just very, you know, simplistic in design and just, you know, not much to it. It's a very basic little action platformer. It's not horrible. It's got some good music throughout. I figured we'll play to, get to the boss. And we'll move on from there to the next game. Alright, made it to the boss now. Bosses, I guess. Since I haven't played in a while, I know that you got a pretty simplistic pattern here. Just need to jump over the shots, basically. Like so. Not too bad. And there we go. So that's Keith Courage. It's a little sampling. And we'll move on from here to our next game. Here we go. New Adventure Island, in Japanese, of course. Here's Master Higgins. He's getting hitched. You know, I never understood, are those her kids? Did he marry into them? Did they have a bunch of kids before they get married? You know, these are the kind of questions that need to be answered. And he is pissed. Alright, let's get going. Again, you can play this game like a speed run just by avoiding the enemies is sometimes the best way to play. Oh, heck yes. This is totally 90s. Gotta have a skateboard, right? I think this game came out in 91, 92, something like that. I know it was in the 90s. No later than 92. But probably 90, 91. Probably set the title screen and I just didn't even notice. Oh yeah. See how quick that was? And notice that purple frog back there, you know? Again, if you're running toward the purple frogs, they jump over you. The greens, you want to jump over them. I love the music in this level. And something else, if anybody mentions this game, I don't think they've talked about the music very much. The music is fantastic. It fits the game like a glove. It has excellent stereo separation. So if you got a pair of nice headphones, slap them on, it's great. The small rocks you can trip over and lose like 2 or 3 health blocks at once, but you're still going. Like that right there. And by the way, if there is any stuttering or anything, it's because I'm having to pause and unpause my capture card, because if I don't, the sound gets out of sync. Yeah, it's because it's cheap, so I'm not trying to, you know, hardcore edit this. It's just my capture card is horrendously cheap. And actually, the visual quality of the game is even better than what you see here. What I'm actually seeing and what it's capturing is it's different. Oh yeah. Bonus points for skateboard. Yeah, I love this music too. Yeah. See, I told you, I'm not trying to edit this off. I die. It's all good. Yeah, look like a little mole driving some kind of medieval cart of destruction there. Boss time. You always have to hit him in the head. And we rescue the first child. Then you get treated to like a little show. You'll see what I'm saying in just a moment. It's great. If you notice that flower, every time you see a flower, you know that little coyote type character is going to be running shortly behind it. Definitely got more parallax scrolling, more things going on screen. Then, you know, Keith Courage. Here's another level that's it's nice visually. Oh yeah, and boomerangs can knock out rocks. Very handy. It's the only weapon that can do that. Well, there is a special weapon. I think the fire ring weapon. If you find it, it can do the same thing. Milk containers, if you find them, they're also, sometimes they're hidden. They will refill your life to max. So, if you see them, get them. Jeez. Timing is everything, so... Stage clear. Oh, this is a good level. For the speed aspect. I mean, you're really speeding through here as fast as possible in this one. It's the best way to do it. Concentrating. This part sometimes gets me, so I'll take my time and kill a few of these guys. Okay. The eggplant. Well, it should be noted the eggplant here, I think he drains your life faster. Usually if you keep moving, keep clicking fruit, you're fine. Died. And that's okay. This game is trial and error. I think it's funny how it always looks like he has to go to the bathroom and he's standing still. He just keeps running. He's ready to go. Be a little extra cautious. Boss 2. See, if you can do it quick enough, you can kill them before they have a chance to attack. It's always something different. It's great. Ice. I hate ice. Pretty much all ice levels in all games. It's these set of levels I'm not very familiar with, so. It's been a while since I played this one, and being ice being my my weakness. Because just like pretty much all other games with ice levels, got the sliding effect, so it kind of really throws off your jumps, your timing. Okay. Got it. Okay, sliding purple frogs or blue, what is it? And there we go. Concentrating. I died. Yikes. Like I said, I'm being a little quiet. Must concentrate to get through these levels. And yeah, I need more concentration. That's it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was New Adventure Island. Highly recommend it. 92, well, there you go, 92. Thanks for watching Classic Modern Gaming. Until next time, guys.